BP. Billy Hamilton and Adam Duvall will battle that sun as well in the outfield. Here's Carter, left-handed hitter against the left-handed pitcher. First pitch on the way, and this game is underway. First pitch, a strike. Ron Colvin behind home plate calling balls and strikes. Chris Conroy at first. Jerry Meals, the crew chief. 7 extra base hits, including 2 triples in a game, and scored 10 runs in 6 games. Always loves to work that count, and one of the toughest outs in baseball. A soft roller, Reds have to shift on. That's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. 1 down. Here's your 4 defensive lineup for the Reds. Duvall, Hamilton, and Bruce in the outfield. Suarez, Cozart, Phillips, and Votto in the infield. Hanging the signs tonight for John Lamb.
Through the zone. So likely the Reds will stay down and away with him right here. Maybe even with some breaking pitches. Trying to make him fish a little bit.
0-2 pitch. Soft grounder. Suarez, Votto. 2 up, 2 down.
To Carpenter, he gets ahead of Diaz right here, and both go down on that breaking ball that they take kind of slow swings on. So you know your curveball is good when the hitter actually slows his swing down to have games in front of them. That would be the Chicago Cubs.
0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did. So a perfect 1-2-3 inning for John Lamb. Reds coming up. We'll lead off for Cincinnati, and here's how Ryan Rice will line them up. Cozart followed by Votto, Phillips, Bruce, and Duvall. Eugenio Suarez, Billy Hamilton hitting 7th, Ramon Cabrera 8th, and on the mound batting 9th, John Lamb. And towing
your fastball. Mike Leake's worried about his emotions, I'm sure, in this game.
First pitch swinging is Zach Cozart, a lazy fly ball to center. Richard has it for the first down.
The thing to keep in mind about Mike Leake, and we saw him pitch for a long time, came right out of college, right to the major leagues, very impressive, very polished young pitcher when the Reds drafted him. But we saw him go through streaks where he couldn't get anybody out, and then he would go through streaks where he made the game look so easy that he would just weave through very good lineups with seemingly no effort at all. He's in a good groove right now, and that means for Leake, throwing the ball where he wants to, controlling the first base side of home plate with his fastball, and having good separation between his fastball and his changeup.
1-0 count to Joey Votto. In there for a strike. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Leake is Votto will stroll into second with a double. So how do you do, Mike Leake? First at bat against Joey Votto. Votto wins this duel.
Yeah, it looked like Leake went to some kind of a breaking pitch right there. That could have been a changeup. Probably what it was. There's the circle change grip, and he just got that ball up. And that's speed time for Joey Votto.
And now Brandon Phillips. With 1 down and Votto would do such thing without appearing in one minor league game. And that's since the MLB's draft inception in 1965, becoming the 21st player to do so. He was the first since Xavier Nady did it back in 2000.
And if you're thinking that there may be a player in this year's draft doing that.
1-1 the count to the Reds' second baseman. Leake's got what he wants. Here he comes. 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Upstairs. And Mike Matheny's been raving about Leake, saying this is exactly what we expected. Quality start nearly every time he goes out there. Solid, consistent. Leake signed a 5-year free agent contract with the Cardinals in December, so get used to him in a Cardinals uniform. The 2-2. We're full. 2 strikes. Votto will take his lead from second. And the payoff pitch. Foul back. Cardinals are coming off of taking 2 out of numbers have been off the charts this season. Foul back again. Talking to some of the media members that cover the Cardinals. 9 Used to them saying, starting pitching has been part of the problem, and they have not played good defense behind their pitchers either. In fact, both of these clubs, the Reds and Cardinals, are at the bottom of the league statistically defensively. Here comes the 3-2 again. Ground ball is short. Votto can't go anywhere. An easy play for Diaz. And 2 outs. And left, Bridget in center. Stephen Piscotty in right field. Around the infield, Peralta at third base, not shortstop. Diaz is the shortstop. Carpenter moves from third to second base. Matt Adams at first. And one of the best.
Challenge him. I'm not so sure the league is trying to do that. Although Molina wanted that last pitch inside, Leak left it way outside.
Long look in by Leak.
Well, indecision.
Now back.
Had one right there, a little cutter that kind of left that over. The last thing they want to do is leave their position like over third base so that have Bruce dribble a little ground ball where he just left.
Lovato now at third. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. In the air to center. Richard going back. And the Reds strand 1. We're to the All-Star Game presented by MasterCard on July 12th in San Diego, and you can see it on Fox. Vote today, vote tomorrow. Vote at reds.com/vote. 5th amongst shortstops, and Adam Duvall is amongst the league leaders in many, many categories. At least be one, and we hope more. Hope you get out to vote. Matt Holliday leads off the 4th for St. Louis. Holliday's was Lamb's first strikeout victim of the game back in the first. 2-1 pitch. Foul back. And it's weird that a team that has won big, they've piled on the runs. Looper charging his Bruce. He got it. Pretty play.
Really nice hustle by Jay Bruce. And if you notice over the years, Bruce has figured out a different way to make a sliding catch. That's when the glove went underneath his wrist and he broke his wrist. Now when you make a sliding wrist, you want to make sure that you keep that glove kind of extended out so that it doesn't have a chance of doubling up underneath your arm. And he makes a really nice catch there.
And now Steven, batting average versus left-handed pitchers. He came in with a .364 career average versus lefties. That's the highest among any active player. So when there's a lefty on the mound for the opponent, you bet Steven, after 7 innings of one-run baseball in Colorado, still goose eggs on the board here in the 4th.
Well, he's definitely caught.
And he walked it. This walk of the night for Lamb.
That ought to be control.
First pitch inside to Johnny Peralta. Just joining us, Peralta making his season debut. Just off the disabled list after fracturing his left thumb. 1-0 from Lamb. In there for a strike.
Scotty does not get much of a lead. That's why he got on a changeup. In fact, he had 2 changeups in that at bat. This time, Lamb tries to sneak a fastball at 93. Not bad velocity, but gets it thigh high. And Peralta has always been a good fastball hitter.
So now with 1 out, runners on second and third. Lamb will deal with Matt Adams, working from that extreme first base side of the river. Outside, 1-1. As far as hitting goes, the Cardinals with a .304 team batting average with runners in scoring position. The Reds very close at .298.
This is why Adams is in the lineup right here, because against left-handers, he doesn't give in very much. In fact, his batting average this year better against lefties than righties.
1-2 pitch. Popped it up. High ball plate, but out of play.
You're Joey Votto. Because the only way you hit left-handers effectively if you're a left-handed hitter is if you're willing to hit the ball the other way.
Cueto trade last year with Kansas City. Drove him on the big club. Lamb and Finnegan both in the rotation. Cody Reed. Well, it'll certainly help not only the starting rotation, but it'll help the bullpen eventually.
Well, the best way to help the bullpen is not put them in the ballgame as much.
Exactly.
Give them some time off, and solid starters have a tendency to make your bullpen a whole lot better.
You just look at Rick's debuts, probably right around the corner, barring anything unforeseen. And the Reds have already talked about Michael Renzen and Roycel Iglesias.
It does, and it's a dual benefit of protecting arms, number one, and because you don't want to load up innings on arms that are already barking a little bit. But you want them in the big leagues.
Back up the middle, and a 10-game hitting streak now for Brandon Phillips. That ties Zach Cozart for the team high this year. So 10 straight for that dude.
Look how they're pitching Brandon. Let me load away, load away, load away. And this little cutter right there just hangs loose. He kind of stutter steps coming around second base. But the reason it's a good play in my book anyway is because he comes in there at the same angle that throw does. Oftentimes you're going to see that throw hit the runner because there's just no other way around it. Somehow the Cardinals are able to field it. They are not going to review it. And the Reds have on the corners.
Good seats right there. Here, Edward Rose jersey. Duval long to left. Way out of here. 3-run home run and the Loyola slugger. Home run of the season for Adam Duval. And the Reds lead 3-1.
Oh, what a sweet swing. Second hit in the game for Duval, and that is a ball that looks like a cutter again. I mean, Mike Leake's throwing a lot of those, and this ball comes right into the hot zone for Duval.
Suarez with a shot to left. That's off the wall. Coming to second, he's in there. Fourth straight hit off of Mike Leake. 253. That first at bat was a good one as he waited on that pitch and slapped it the other way. 1-0 from Leake. This time tries for the bunt. Throw down to second. Suarez gets back. Can't get too big a secondary lead off of Molina. He'll at least give it a shot down.
Well, the Cardinals are always a team looking for a back pick. That's what you call when a catcher throws behind the runner. They'll do it at first base. And if he sees an opening, he'll give it a shot anywhere.
Billy bunts left side. Peralta get the out. Suarez moves on to third. Sacrifice bunt, Billy Hamilton. First out of the inning and another run 90 feet away.
You know, with the way the Suarez acted on the first bunt through by Billy Hamilton, I thought that was probably
Off the bat pretty nicely.
Normally, what you get offensively out of your backup catcher is not the important part. You want that guy to be able to run the game when he's in there.
1-1 pitch.
That'll do it.
This will get the job done. Tagging from third is Suarez.